Yes?
We've put Mycenae behind us. King Lycomedes has joined us. The warrior Achilles and the smith Daedalus are with us too.
Lycomedes. There was a time that name filled me with hatred. All the Black Tongues cursed him for his ruthlessness. Now, I think I'd like to thank him.
I can bring him here.
No, not yet. That might prove an unstable meeting.
So, we're having our usual post-adventure roundtable with all of our friends and family.
This is a proud ship you have here, Jason. Sturdy, strong.
I have Master Argos to thank for it.
If I had a ship like this, those 10 years hunting the Black Tongues would have been a lot more enjoyable.
What do you think of Achilles?
A great warrior, though sometimes he fights for the wrong reasons. I will not fault a man who fights for pride. That is strong. That is what Ares would do. But to fight for vanity is something else. You'll figure it out one day, and you'll be stronger for it. I have a feeling this voyage will do him good.
Tell me of the time you went against the Black Tongues.
Their assassins had come for Alceme when she was a babe. Ares warned me to the threat, and we thwarted the attempt. I was furious and decided, rather than cower waiting for another strike, I would take the fight to them. I had my spies make a list of every known Black Tongue in Greece. Then I began crossing names off that list. I left trails of Hecatic blood across most of Greece, Persia, and parts of Egypt. We didn't stop until no more names were left. But it seems our list was incomplete. I should have known. Those adders were skilled at hiding in dark holes.
Let me know if you require anything. I take my leave.
Yeah, I really like what you've done, place like King Lycomedes. It's pretty cool how after every major part of the story, when we recruit somebody for the Argo, they kind of deck out their room with accoutrements from that zone.
Adventurers and travelers, athletes and thieves, speakers and poets, merchants and liars, dreamers and spirits, gamblers and tricksters, messengers and politicians, shepherds and cowherds, weighers and measurers. All of these look to Hermes, and he looks to all of them. I once asked Hermes, why does he command so many followers from such varied pursuits of life?
And what was his answer?
He replied, a diverse company makes the best feast, does it not?
That's all for now, Lycus. Thank you.
So, I guess we're about 2/3 of the way through the game, I would presume. Just have Athena's bloodline to recover so far, right? Alright, so there's my pike. What does this Fist of Ares do? All my attacks deal more damage to shields. Mace also has a chance to instantly destroy shields with any strike. Oh, that does sound pretty good. Yeah, I'll hold on to that. It's a pretty cool looking mace, too. Actually, a lot of the weapons and armor in this game have really cool designs.
Jason, I've been thinking about that armor I made for your arena trial. Patroclus made me rush to throw something together. It served its purpose then, but I didn't get to finish it the way I would have liked to. Now that I have some time, I'd like to scratch that itch.
What do you have in mind?
There are two things I could do. First, I could add some additional plating and improve the flexibility of the joints. This would increase the armor's defensive properties and should allow you to swing your weapons more powerfully. The other thing I could do would be to improve upon its existing unique ability. When you strike down your enemies in battle, you will feel a rush of exhilaration and stamina. I could double this effect, I think. So, How would you like me to finish your armor?
Increase its power and resistance.
As you wish. This will just take a moment. There. Now that is something I can be proud of.
Your skill never ceases to impress, Daedalus. How can I thank you?
You've done more than enough for me, Jason. Consider this a sign of my gratitude for taking me aboard the Argo. May it serve you well.
Cool. But what if I don't want this armor? Let me see what it actually does for me. Alright. Regain a small portion of my health when I kill an enemy. Moderate bonus to power and resistance. What are my options? When I take damage, decoy appears to confuse them. I don't know that that's ever actually activated. Cost of all god powers reduced. Some health increases by the same amount. We'll roll with Champion's Might for a while. See how that works. But yeah, I was just commenting on the art direction with regards to the arms and armor here. And we have a bunch of really cool, really unique models that I think are pretty imaginative. I really like, you know, taking in the new armor and weapons that we get, just from a visual aspect.
I've charted our course to Kithra. Shall I let her loose?
I'll tell you in a bit, Argos.
Yeah, first we need to talk with Achilles, see how he's getting in with the ship. I didn't expect to dislike Achilles so much. He's kind of a hard to like character. He's the first Argonaut that I'm not super excited about. I mean, I like him from the standpoint of his stature in Greek mythology, but he's kind of a jerk.
Roasted lamb on the spit with fresh bread.
Bowl of bean soup with olives and vinegar.
A stew of pork with fizz and cheese.
No, eels. Grilled eels with oil and herbs.
Oh, yes! Eels it is! Ah, what will we have to drink? I say, Lesbos wine with honey.
You torture me, Achilles. What I'd give for a bowl of fresh goat's milk.
Jason, we've decided on our dinner. Inform Argos we shall have fresh eels with Lesbos wine to drink.
I will tell him straight away. Though I would not be surprised if your eels resembled barley gruel and your wine seemed a bit watered down.
Can water be watered down?
I'd settle for water wined down at this point.
It's a funny little exchange. Well, Achilles, how you getting along?
Leaving will be difficult.
You'll miss Mycenae?
Oh, not difficult for me. For my adoring followers. Who will they cheer for now?
The arena will go on. 2 men will fight, 1 will win. That's who they'll cheer for next. I'm sure they'll find some way to soldier on.
I suppose. You know, it's the children I worry about. They're here, sailing away.
And have you always favored a spear?
I used to fight with 2 swords. After word spread about my wondrous ability, the other fighters began to wear more and more armor. I entered the arena and see men cowering behind shields as big as stable doors. The spear makes it easier to pry open clams, like that. Plus, I get less blood on me striking from a distance.
And the spear you carry now?
Ah, this spear. I had this spear made for me by a master smith of Lemnos. After watching several matches, he realized that my skill is so astounding, my spear would need 2 heads to keep up.
So, Achilles, what's your story?
You're a king and a chronicler, are you? Very well. My father was Peleus, ruler of Aegina and commander of the Myrmidons. My mother was the senior Thetis. Besides their one night of passion, they never really got on. My mother bore me on the shores of Mycenae and then returned to the sea.
Who raised you?
I was taken in by a soldier, but I barely knew him. He went off to fight in Lycomedes' crusade and never returned.
Who taught you how to fight, then?
The gladiators. At first I learned by watching, then by doing. By 15, there wasn't a gladiator in Patroclus' stable who could beat me.
I'm sure Patroclus took notice of that.
The man knew talent. I'll give him that. He got me to sign a contract to fight for him. One that ended conveniently enough when he died.
He forced you to sign?
No. The